Hello everyone, it's about time I did an assembly, so here we go. During lockdown, as I'm sure most of you have, I've been listening to a lot of music. One of my favourite bands, bearing in mind I was born in 1980, so I got well into music during the 90s in my teenage years. One of my favourite bands is Oasis. So the song I've been listening to, well the album, I've been listening to my greatest hits of Oasis album a lot lately. The song that's really I suppose I've played the most is Stand By Me by Oasis. I really like the song, I've always liked it, but I suppose there's a few lyrics in that song that I think resonate with the time that we're in at the moment. The song was written by Noel Gallagher originally because his mum was worried about he wasn't eating properly, and he made himself a Sunday roast and then got food poisoning. The opening line is made a meal and threw it up on the Sunday. I've got a lot of things to learn. Now, obviously that makes no sense at the time we got it at the moment, but the song goes on and there's a few lines in there that really make sense of what we're in now. There's a line in there where he says, "I'm tired of talking on the phone." Now, I'm sure lots of you are in the same situation as me, where I can't talk to my parents, I can't talk to my family members face to face. We have to do all the conversations like I am now over my phone, over the internet, and it's just not the same. I'm really missing my friends and family. Obviously can't moan too much. I've got a garden that my kids can run around in. We've got some woods locally where I live where we can go as a family and walk around as our exercise once a day. So we haven't got it bad. I can't really moan, but that is getting quite tough, not being able to speak to family members face to face and hug my parents and my family members and my friends and see them properly. I'm sure lots of you are seeing that. But one thing that I wanted to say why this song's really resonated is the main chorus, "Stand By Me, nobody knows the way it's going to be." The first part of that, "Stand By Me," I've just been blown away by the support that people have been giving each other across the country, but especially in and around the Malmesbury area and the local surrounding towns and villages. I've been very fortunate to be involved in a few phone calls with some of the most amazing people who live in your area, who are volunteering and putting themselves out there to put the most amazing support in place. And I really do feel that people of Malmesbury and the surrounding towns and villages, all of our sort of catchment area, have just been doing the most amazing things to support people in their community. I thought I'd read through a few of the things that have been going on so that if people are watching this and they need help and support, they know where they can get it. So a charity called Heals and Malmesbury Town Council and the Food Bank have been linking together, and they've got a free helpline on 01666 815 888. That's 01666 815 888, which is open from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. weekdays and 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. on weekends. And that's just so people who are struggling or need any kind of help and support can phone that, and then they'll get directed as to what they can do and how they can go about getting help. I know that over 100 people have signed up to volunteer in Malmesbury to help with various things that I'm going to list here, collecting and delivering prescriptions with the help of Boots and Lloyd's, setting up a telephone shopping system through the town hall with free home delivery from the co-op. There's 10 volunteer drivers organising the home delivery of pre-prepared meals on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays that are provided by Coldcut Hotel and Spa and Waitrose. There's an emergency hardship fund that Hills have launched to help pay essential bills for people who are struggling at this time, keep people out of debt, and to help replace broken or key household equipment such as fridges, freezers, washing machines. There's a befriending telephone system to cut down loneliness and a volunteer qualified counselling support network for those who may be suffering from mental health issues. I know they've also talking about yesterday in a phone call I was in, setting up a tech support system, so those people who perhaps don't have access to the internet, I'm looking at how they can get onto 3G and 4G networks and have access to laptops, especially for perhaps kids at school who don't have access as they would like to the things that have been put online by the various schools. I know students and parents from all of our schools, our feeder schools and the secondary school, have been doing the most amazing things to help support vulnerable people in their communities, and the NHS workers and various other key workers. it's just in a tough and strange time that we live in. I've just been really heartened by just the most how amazing the people in this area of Malmesbury are, and the surrounding villages, and what people are doing, going out of their way to help those that are vulnerable, those that need support. And I feel in this weird time where we're in lockdown, where the community actually in theory feels perhaps more apart, actually I think things have really pulled together and people are doing everything they can to help and support each other. Remember, if you do need help and support, that number 01666 815 888, or do contact your schools if you're a student and you need help, or a parent of a kid at school and you need some advice on what you can do and how you can get help. So stand by me. People are certainly standing by each other and are helping each other out. The second part of that lyric, nobody knows the way it's going to be. I think that's probably the toughest time at the moment. I think we're all aware that in a few weeks maybe things will start to change and businesses might start reopening, schools might reopen to an extent. I don't know. That's just me saying that. We've had no government guidance that is going to happen, but at some point things are going to start to open up again. We don't know how that's going to be. Nobody knows how it's going to work. We don't know what life's going to exactly be like when we go back to school and back to work normally, whether it ever will be normal again. Certainly for the next few months or for the next year, I doubt if it will. I think things will be a little bit different. I think there's still going to be challenges ahead that we all need to face. We all are in that situation. No one knows what it's going to be, or the way it's going to be. My strong sense is, though, is that if we continue to stand by each other, continue to support each other, continue to help each other out, that Malmesbury and the towns in the surrounding area and all the good people in this area are doing, it's just amazing what I've seen. If that continues and we continue in future life when all this hopefully gets back to some kind of relative normality, we'll all get through these tough times together, and we'll get there in the end. It's just, out of these dark times, I suppose I've just seen the most amazing good in people in this area, and I think living in and around Malmesbury, which I don't, I think those of you that do are very fortunate to have just the most amazing people who are helping everybody out and putting in place all these support networks. I hope everybody looks after themselves. I hope to see you all soon. Please take care, look after your loved ones, and keep doing all those amazing things you're doing to help support each other. Times are hard when